All right, I've been gone for a week. The garden has been unattended. Let's go outside and see what happened. All right, we make our way down here. You can see this dead orange tree, or is it? That's another story. But the apple tree's looking pretty good. I got my new lemon trees. They are popping up. Remember, I thought they were palm trees. So anyway, we'll start with the tomatoes, and these guys are like over 6 feet tall. I can't believe it. And we actually have a tomato sighting. Look at this. It's a pretty little fella right now, but I mean I've never seen tomatoes growing in my garden before. This is a first. So these plants are doing great. And again, I don't know anything about pruning, and I probably need to read up on that. But we got some smaller plants that I planted later, and now it looks really crowded. I think I might need more room the next time I do this. And there's a lot of pruning that should have been done. I've been researching that as well. But here we can see more flowering. So I think we're going to see some tomatoes this year. Unbelievable, if you ask me. Now we stroll over here to the green beans, and again, these things are looking really good. I thought everything would be dead, but on the contrary, we got beans growing. This is the third harvest. I've been out here. This is my third time I got to come out and clip some of these beans and bring them in and eat them. It's sort of like the gift that keeps on giving. And these these are pretty big. These are sizable. Was not expecting this. Very, very exciting. Here's some more of them here. The plants are looking good. Maybe there'll be a fourth harvest. I don't know how long these things live. Again, I need to do more research on this stuff because if they're going to die, I need to put something else in there. Now the peas, they're hanging on. We got some new shoots growing. I made a lot of mistakes here. With the trellis apparatus, you could see, and I didn't put any grass clippings down for weed control. You can see over here I did with these green beans, and it works great. I didn't put that much down, but it really covered up the weeds and prevented them. Same with the tomatoes, but I didn't do it over there with the peas. Now, here we have the watermelon patch. Now, this thing has just grown out of control. I don't know what to do. I'm going to have to do some research. Should I have been pruning? Hey, look, some critter took an apple, took a bite out of it, and been digging around in the watermelon patch. But anyway, this thing is growing out of the box, which is fine. I don't care. You can see it infiltrating the corn. And look, we have a watermelon, all right? We actually, we might eat this year. That's the only one I saw, though. But this thing is just growing all over the place. I have more green beans over here, and they're starting to be overrun by the watermelon. So I'm going to harvest these beans here, and the plants look really good. I hate to see them get overrun by watermelon, but I'm very interested in the watermelon right now. I've had some green beans. I want to see watermelon, so I'm just going to let it go. And of course, the corn was a success. I have to admit, I did not expect to see corn stalks. This grew almost 6 feet tall. And it did, grow corn. I ate one. It wasn't very good. They're small. I made some mistakes, so I'm going to work on this some more for next season. It's very encouraging. But here's the pride and joy. Here are my cucumbers, okay? And these things have just done amazing. We can see a bunch of them here. Actually, here's some that when I got home, I couldn't wait to harvest them. They had turned orange. I didn't know what they were going to taste like, but they tasted fine. I thought they would be bitter or sharp, but anyway, we got a bunch of others in here that they need to be clipped and brought inside and devoured as well. And I think the big mistake with the cucumbers is I did not. I need to grow them up about 6 feet on a trellis, on a better trellis, and then have them grow like horizontal, maybe a foot, and then down. I've seen some people do that kind of thing, because these plants just keep on growing. These things have got to be 8 or 9 feet tall if I were to stretch them out. But these are the things that I'll take some notes on and deal with it next year. A lot of bees out here, another very encouraging sign. So there you have it. Very good. Well, in conclusion, my first thought was like maybe it's better that I'm not here. Everything was growing really well, right? But I assume we got rain. We've been getting a lot of rain, very, very unusual amount. It's been raining like every day. Well, it had been right up until the time that I left, but we must have gotten some rain out there because everything looks pretty good. But as with everything, this is all just basic experimentation. Just kind of getting an idea, seeing what works, what doesn't work, and then taking a few notes. You probably realize that I have a tendency to sort of jump in with both feet, and then as things progress, I have to like go back and start doing the research. Like I didn't really do any pruning of the tomatoes. Turns out I guess I should have been doing that. Same with the cucumbers, and I don't know about the watermelon. That's just grown out of control. But the reason I do that is because if I try to do the research up front, I just don't have the interest. Once I start to see things growing, then I'm much more likely to sort of engage that interest and then do the research. Which is by that point it's really too late, such as the corn. But that's how I do it. And the watermelon, I mean, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna let it go. And here's a picture of the green beans, right? So huge yield. Again, this is the third time I've gone out there, so I don't know how often these plants produce. If they'll do this all summer, will they be able to stand up to the heat? My guess is not. But what do I know? I mean, why would I bother even speculating? I don't know. I'm gonna leave them out there. I assume the watermelon's gonna overrun, those four that are isolated over there. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But anyway, all in all, it was a really a positive, experience coming home from vacation and seeing that everything, the varmints, the creatures, the bugs, nothing came in. In fact, there's a lot of bees. I see bees out there all the time in the cucumber patch. So that's pretty encouraging. All right. Anyway, thank you for watching.